Welcome to this crucial update on new cryptocurrency legislation in the US. We'll go through the main aspects of the new regulations in this video and how they could influence both people who have already invested in crypto assets and those who are thinking about doing so. Stay tuned for an important look at the changing landscape of crypto regulations in the United States. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel before you begin for more updates in the future. Let's begin, then. Cryptographic technology is a field that is rapidly growing and changing. To keep users, investors, and the financial ecosystem secure, new laws are being developed for cryptocurrencies with each successive iteration. This refers to the adoption of crypto rules in the US. Regulations for cryptocurrencies are designed to safeguard users, investments, transactions, and the market stability. The U.S. government has recently discussed taking enforcement action in relation to U.S. crypto legislation. The regulatory initiative tries to work in collaboration with people, investors, financial organizations, and governmental agencies to work together to safeguard all parties, while precise rules generally rely on state authorities. The new regulations will establish guidelines that not only safeguard American citizens but also work to stop the use of cryptocurrencies for illicit purposes. Safeguard the integrity of financial systems, guard against market instability, and strengthen security measures to ensure participant financial privacy. This will be achieved by passing relevant laws governing cryptocurrency exchanges, adopting cryptocurrency tax policies, and suggesting legislation to combat money laundering and terrorism financing. These legislation will enhance the relationship between financial institutions and cryptocurrency exchanges by reducing speculative activity and price manipulation that may have an impact on the conditions of contracts for difference and other cryptocurrency holdings. The proposed enforcement would also provide guidelines for detecting and an anti-money laundering system for making third parties accountable for the institution's payment service method of transactions. By using these techniques for transfers or unidentified client transactions, FinCEN must determine that blockchain and payment anonymity provide validity and develop best practices. The issuers or initial coin investment offerings must be specified and will contain a description of the currency being issued, such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, etc., whilst particular state-driven money laundering legislation controlling this will also apply to them. The United States Treasury has tried to build enhanced enforcement strategies to prevent the transactional laundering of virtual money. The Financial Crimes Enforcement Network has recently been working to perform a review and future advocacy about IRS tax rules and guidelines linked to various relationships of Bitcoin to taxes. The FATF's modified accelerated virtual currency examination might let individuals impact digital technologies while offering new conclusions and clarifying regulatory requirements from cybersecurity agents. Congress will be required to conduct examinations, raise compliance requirements, and create billing processes for virtual asset transfer classes that are subject to AML rules in order to ensure IRS compliance and prevent the laundering of virtual currency. For successful Treasury Regulation Series 11B alternative device strategies, such as employment tax loans and method funds, the Secretary of the Treasury also requests input from non-governmental organizations and members of the general public. Vehicle valuations that are transferable, issuance of American depository receipts, and currency exchange agreements. Moving forward, the framework and policy aim must demand effective implementation and perspective. Risk improvements, IR, anti-money laundering organization and compliance programs, AML, CFT, U.S. sanctions law, etc. Financial industry regulatory organizations must be thorough when it comes to the money laundering code of conduct, keeping organizations responsible by submitting suspicious activity reports, SARs, and passing on-demand IRS assessments. Documentation standards must be properly written out and identify project regulators to detect hacks and frauds before a legitimate EMF domain. Cryptocurrency registrations recorded access to accounts of venues. By attaching attention boards investments and comprehending identity theft and analysis tools abilities to support disparate organizations. With technical guidance council and community feedback on rule difficulting development industry, the regulators uniquely see code providers and storing wallet digital consumer protection products to make identifying companies' multiple paper filing forms complex. In addition to summarizing in-depth log disposal and baseline reporting for existing enterprises and federal administrative rules, the consumer access to banking Opportunities to tracking risks must executed checks upon appropriate duties of transparency. Regulatory processes and information sharing are notable steps. By enhancing transparency, lowering transaction costs, and granting crucial access to individuals in need of financial services, cryptocurrencies and other digital financial assets have completely transformed the world's financial system. These substantial and widespread advantages do, however, come with associated hazards. Due to the anonymity of digital asset transactions, it is difficult to identify unlawful activities like money laundering and the funding of terrorism. As a result, new rules in the cryptocurrency sector are required to minimize these dangers. With a focus on the Caribbean and Latin American markets, which have a higher risk of money laundering and cybercrime, governments and organizations around the world have become more committed to enhancing the security of the digital financial market in order to protect consumers and investors. Governments and organizations have imposed new regulatory requirements on the cryptographic community, such as increased anti-money laundering (AML) and countering the financing of terrorism (CFT) efforts within the cryptocurrency sector, in an effort to lessen the amount of cybercrime associated with digital financial transactions. The KYC, Know Your Customer, requirements, which demand that businesses identify and verify the clients they do business with, are the most significant AML/CFT legislation controlling cryptocurrencies. An organization may confirm the identity of consumers, maintain accurate records, and impose transaction monitoring with the adoption of a completely compliant KYC system in order to stop possible financial crimes. Additionally, businesses involved in the cryptocurrency sector need to set up and keep up efficient risk management systems that guarantee that any money laundering activities are identified and reported. In order to lessen the quantity of illicit activities, such as money laundering and terrorist funding, associated with digital financial transactions, new rules must be implemented in the cryptocurrency sector. Governments and organizations are assisting in boosting the integrity and trust in the cryptocurrency markets by regulating the blockchain area with stricter rules and regulations, enabling consumers and investors to trade with the greatest confidence in their digital asset transactions. Last but not least, a brand new asset class called cryptocurrency is quickly changing the financial sector. Governments must thus make sure they're constantly addressing the difficulties of the cryptocurrency markets in order to guarantee that the investments of their people are a secure but progressive infrastructure. The U.S. government is still formulating its cryptocurrency legislation, along with those of other nations. Increased regulation is a logical step as cryptocurrencies gain popularity and acceptance. It improves accountability and openness while enabling people to trade with confidence. The methodology and execution of all regulators from the United States that effectively changed the security sector internationally via the use of cyber walls are thus similarly represented in this case. To sum up, the new crypto rules that have been included are advantageous for the advancement of future cryptography for the changing needs of people, organizations, and the global economy. The ability to develop ethically professional policies across various money transaction laws internationally has been improved. This is it for today's video. What do you think of our video? Let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more future updates. Thanks for watching.